Welcome to Health, Wellbeing and Lifestyle, where professionals in the field educate, inform and inspire the community to live a healthier and more balanced lifestyle they love. Our first guest today is mindset coach Sharee Shefket, and we'll be discussing how to reprogram your mindset to live a healthier life. Welcome, Sharee.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So my first question, is it actually possible to reprogram your mindset?
And it's a little bit of a mysterious thing, I find. A lot of people think they cannot. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, and you are the product of who you are. But you can definitely change your mindset through programming. So the first thing I guess we need to look at is what is programming in itself. So what they say is, show me a child at the age of 7 and I'll show you the man. Because from 0 to 7, all the programming is getting downloaded, like you're downloading an app. So what happens is that when a child is 7, you could actually see in terms of their behaviours, their personality, it's kind of set. But what happens as they grow up, things that happen in their life will either support the programming or it will start changing in certain ways. So if a child is told that they're quite funny, for instance, then the subconscious mind, every time they do something funny, the subconscious will see, you're funny, told you were, and that will be formed in terms of their programming, and that's how they see themselves. And so what happens is, when we get older, we have this thing of, this is who I am. I'm an old dog, I can't learn new tricks, yeah? And this is such a false assumption. We can reprogram ourselves. It's tricky to do. It's not easy. I'm going to be honest there, but it's possible, and it's difficult because the subconscious mind. So we've got two minds. We've got the conscious and the subconscious. The subconscious mind, look at it as the size of an elephant. Mm-hmm. The conscious mind is the size of an ant. So that's the size and the power difference between the two. So right now, your conscious mind is listening to me. And what's going to happen is that you're concentrating, on what we're talking about, but your subconscious is already planning about what it's going to do next and so forth. And it's a bit like, we need program because it's our autopilot life. So for instance, when we finish here, your subconscious mind already knows what it needs to do. You don't think about it. So I'll give you an example. When you get out of bed, do you get out on your left side or your right side? You don't think about it. You just get up and what do you do first? Do you go to the bathroom? Do you brush your teeth? Whatever you do, your conscious mind doesn't think about what it's going to do. Your subconscious already programmed it. So what's, I think, quite astounding to me is that 95 to 98% of your day, your subconscious is running the show. For someone to reprogram that, it's not easy. So we have to undo that programming.
So what is the process of reprogramming your mindset?
So the process is a little bit complex. I'm going to be honest there, because the subconscious, as mentioned before, is very powerful. It's in control. And like I said, it's the size of an elephant. Your conscious mind is the size of an ant. So if the ant says, oh, I want to make these changes, the elephant's like, it's not happening. I'm not going to change. So we need to get the subconscious on board. And so the subconscious learns through repetition. So if we keep repeating something, the subconscious will eventually accept that new program. But sometimes it could be really stubborn. Let's be honest as well. It could say, no, I really don't like that. I really don't want to change it. It's going to take even longer for that person to make those changes. That's why I think you have to look at your programming first. So we need to keep some of the programming. It benefits us. So for example, when you drove here, did you ever think about where you need to go? You just arrived here. Your subconscious was actually driving the car. But when you learn to drive, your conscious mind is driving. It's trying to work out how to do a head check, seatbelt. It's concentrating so much. When I ask people about multitasking, like, you can't multitask when you've got to do something that requires your conscious mind to do it Make sense? Like, so your conscious mind is so small compared to your subconscious. It has limited capabilities. If your subconscious is driving the car, your conscious mind can have a conversation with the passenger. It could do that. But if you're learning to drive, your conscious mind is concentrating really hard on driving, it's not going to be able to have a conversation, and that's where accidents can happen, because your conscious mind is quite overwhelmed now. It's like trying to concentrate on that conversation and concentrate on the road at the same time.
What's the benefit of reprogramming your mindset?
Because we can. That's the biggest one, because we thought we couldn't. That was the biggest myth that I found, that people were like, well, I am 50 years old now, this is who I am, I'm fixed. That fixed mindset, we can change that. So if you want to be healthy, what does that mean for you? Let's define that. What does healthy mean to you? Is it, I want to walk, I want to eat healthier? What is it you want to change? And how are we going to break the unhealthy programming to reinstate the new programming? So it's about that growth mindset and changing that.
And so then what advice would you give to people who want to reprogram their mindset?
Look, if you could find a therapist, that's the best way does change work in terms of neuroplasticity. That would be the most beneficial and the most easiest process, because they will give the tools and techniques, and we usually work with the subconscious instead of the talk therapy, and that's why the results are a lot more faster. If you want to do it yourself, like I said, you have to look at your programming first and see what you need to change and interject as much as possible, so the subconscious mind is reframed into the new skill that you want to do, or the new habit. So you can use tools like different apps, your phone. You can have post-it notes where you're stopping the programming to take over. So what will happen, like I said, your programming is that set where when we leave this place right now, your subconscious mind will take over the autopilot, and you won't even think about what you need to do. It's just running the show all the time. So it's very hard to change that.
Thank you, Sharee, for your great advice and information. If you'd like to know more about how to reprogram your mindset and more about the work Sharee does, you can visit her webpage via our website, healthwellbeingandlifestyle.com.au. After the break, we'll be back with another interesting guest and more insightful conversation.